time were cats so revered in ancient Egypt? This question leads us into a fascinating journey through the history, religion, and daily life of one of the world's oldest civilizations. Ancient Egyptians held cats in the highest esteem, not merely as household pets but as divine and mystical beings. The sacred status of cats in Egypt can be traced back to various cultural, religious, and practical factors, each contributing to the profound respect and protection these animals enjoyed. In ancient Egyptian religion, cats were associated with several deities, most notably the goddess Bastet. Bastet was initially depicted as a lioness, but later came to be represented as a woman with the head of a domestic cat. This evolution in her depiction mirrored the changing role of cats in Egyptian society. As Bastet's iconography evolved, she came to embody the dual aspects of the feline nature, ferocity and nurturing. On the one hand, she was a goddess of war and protector of the pharaoh. On the other hand, she was also associated with fertility, motherhood, and home protection. Bastet's protective nature extended beyond the home. She was believed to guard the nation and its people, using her divine power to fend off evil spirits and diseases. This protective aspect was symbolized by the vigilant nature of cats, who were seen as guardians of the household, keeping away vermin and snakes. This dual role of protector and nurturer made Bastet one of the most beloved deities in the Egyptian pantheon, and by extension, cats were revered as her earthly representatives. The role of cats in ancient Egyptian households went beyond their religious symbolism. Cats were indispensable in controlling the population of mice and rats, which threatened grain stores and other food supplies. This practical benefit alone would have made them valuable. However, the Egyptians went further, integrating cats into their family life and treating them with great care and respect. Evidence from archaeological finds, including tomb paintings and sculptures, suggests that cats were often depicted in domestic scenes, lounging under chairs or being caressed by family members. This indicates their acceptance as beloved household companions. The treatment of cats in Egyptian households was so integral that harming or killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a grave offense and could be punishable by death. This protection under law underscores the high status cats held in society. The cult of Bastet was centered in the city of Bubastis, where a grand temple was built in her honor. This temple, described by the Greek historian Herodotus, was surrounded by a bustling city and lush gardens. Every year, a great festival was held to honor Bastet, attracting thousands of pilgrims who came to participate in feasting, music, and dancing. Cats were prominently featured in these celebrations, and many were kept within the temple grounds, cared for by the temple priests. The association of cats with Bastet extended to the afterlife as well. Many cats were mummified and buried in elaborate tombs, often alongside their owners. The mummification of cats was a testament to their sacred status, and the belief that they had a special place in the afterlife. These cat mummies have been discovered in large numbers in archaeological sites, providing further evidence of their revered status. The high esteem in which cats were held is further exemplified by their legal protection. It was illegal to export cats out of Egypt, and special envoys were sometimes sent to retrieve cats that had been smuggled abroad. This protection of cats underlines their importance not just as sacred animals, but also as national treasures. The reverence for cats was so ingrained in Egyptian culture that during the Persian invasion of Egypt in 525 BCE, the Persian soldiers allegedly carried cats in front of them as they advanced, knowing that the Egyptians would not attack for fear of harming the sacred animals. This respect for cats also manifested in daily practices. For example, when a household cat died, the family members would go into mourning. It was customary for the family to shave their eyebrows as a sign of their grief. The cat's body would then be embalmed and placed in a sacred repository or cemetery, with rituals performed to ensure its journey to the afterlife. This elaborate process highlights the deep emotional and spiritual connection Egyptians felt towards their feline companions. The sacred status of cats in Egypt had a lasting impact on the culture and iconography of the civilization. Artistic representations of cats appear in a variety of forms, from everyday objects like jewelry and pottery to large sculptures and paintings. The graceful and poised posture of cats became a symbol of elegance and mystery, qualities that continue to be associated with them today. The reverence for cats also influenced Egyptian literature and mythology. Stories and fables often featured cats, portraying them as clever, resourceful, and sometimes even magical beings. This cultural legacy extended beyond the borders of Egypt. Through trade and cultural exchange, the Egyptian respect for cats spread to other civilizations, influencing their perceptions and treatment of these animals. In modern times, the legacy of ancient Egyptian cats continues to captivate people around the world. The fascination with these sacred animals is reflected in popular culture, from movies and literature to art and fashion. The image of the cat goddess Bastet, with her feline grace and protective aura, remains a powerful symbol of mystery and reverence. Here are some rare facts about why cats were sacred in Egypt. Cats were associated with the goddess Bastet. In ancient Egyptian mythology, cats were associated with the goddess Bastet, who was often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat. Bastet was the goddess of fertility, motherhood, and protection, and was believed to have the power to protect the pharaohs and their families. Cats were seen as symbols of fertility. Cats were seen as symbols of fertility due to their ability to reproduce quickly and easily. In ancient Egyptian culture, fertility was a highly valued trait, and cats were seen as a symbol of this fertility. Cats were believed to have magical powers. The ancient Egyptians believed that cats had magical powers, and that they could ward off evil spirits and protect the living from harm. This belief was reinforced by the cat's ability to hunt and kill snakes, which were seen as symbols of evil. Cats were associated with the sun god Ra. In ancient Egyptian mythology, cats were associated with the sun god Ra, who was often depicted as a cat or a cat-like creature. This association was due to the cat's ability to hunt at night and its connection to the sun god's power to bring light to the world. Cats were seen as symbols of rebirth. Cats were seen as symbols of rebirth due to their ability to give birth to multiple litters of kittens. This ability was seen as a symbol of the cyclical nature of life and death, and the cat's ability to bring new life into the world. Cats were mummified and buried with their owners. In ancient Egypt, cats were often mummified and buried with their owners as a symbol of the owner's love and respect for the cat. This practice was seen as a way to ensure the cat's safe passage into the afterlife. Cats were used as a form of currency. In ancient Egypt, cats were used as a form of currency, with wealthy individuals often keeping large numbers of cats as pets. This practice was seen as a symbol of wealth and status. Cats were associated with the afterlife. In ancient Egyptian mythology, cats were associated with the afterlife and were believed to play a key role in guiding the spirits of the dead to the afterlife. This association was due to the cat's ability to navigate the darkness of the night and its connection to the sun god's power to bring light to the world. Cats were seen as symbols of protection. Cats were seen as symbols of protection due to their ability to hunt and kill snakes, which were seen as symbols of evil. This association was reinforced by the cat's ability to protect its territory and its young from harm. Persecution of cats in Egypt. Despite their sacred status, cats were persecuted in Egypt during the Middle Ages due to the rise of Christianity and the decline of the ancient Egyptian culture. This persecution was seen as a way to eliminate the pagan practice of worshipping cats and to replace it with the worship of Christian saints and martyrs. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of cats in Egyptian culture. In conclusion, the sacred status of cats in ancient Egypt was a result of a complex interplay of religious, cultural, and practical factors. From their association with the protective goddess Bastet to their invaluable role in households and the legal protection they enjoyed, cats were cherished and revered in a way that few other animals were. This reverence was not merely a cultural curiosity, but a profound aspect of Egyptian identity, influencing their art, literature, and daily life. The story of cats in ancient Egypt is a testament to the deep bond between humans and animals, a relationship that transcends time and culture. It serves as a reminder of the ways in which animals can be woven into the fabric of society, not just as companions but as symbols of deeper spiritual and cultural values. The legacy of the sacred cats of Egypt continues to resonate, reminding us of the timeless connection between humans and the natural world. If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.